Let's see. Launch my shit that I like to launch. Put my OBS over here, move my mic. Do a little warm up. Yo, what up, friends? How's it going? I'll usually just take a second to get everything going, and I'll probably just like randomly hit skin, warm up a little bit, and or just like McCree warm up. I've been practicing a lot of McCree lately. I like the new McCree skin. Yeah, I think it looks cool. The only ones that we've seen are the McCree and the Reaper one, right? I admittedly like the Reaper one a lot more, but I feel it's because like you just can't really even see the McCree skin that much. Like I know that's like a weird thing to say, you can't see it, but like I feel like they didn't like show enough of it for me to really know what it's all about. Like I'm just getting the teaser, and he has like the kind of like the glowing or like orange looking like hand or gauntlet. So that's neat, you know. Man, I just cannot decide on my sensitivity lately, it seems. I hope there's some other cool ones. Genji Pharaoh skin? See, I still loved that concept of like the magician Genji, and I don't know if that magician theme would play into Halloween at all, but I definitely think it'd be a great skin. I was trying to think. Okay, let me ask you this much. Oh, I was gonna say it. I was gonna say, who do you think would have the best werewolf skin? And would it be Winston? I guess it would. I don't know. Are you gonna get Tracer? Probably. Tracer gets a new skin every single event. It's kind of annoying because like she's gonna hit a point where it's just like it gets ridiculous. I mean, I feel like we're already at that point, but like, can they even keep giving her skins? You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Yo, what up, Brit Nerd? How's it going? Brit on Twitch, everybody else on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about... Well, so, okay, I changed... Well, I don't really even play on it hardly, but I changed one of my Smurf accounts to be, like, a McCree account. And main reason being, I'm a really big Aimbot Calvin fan. Like, I love to watch Calvin play. And he just makes McCree so sick. You know what I mean? Like, because he's so good at McCree, it's like... You get, like, a dopamine kick watching a really good McCree player play McCree. And I used to play... I want to say... He was up there for me in Season 1, which is weird because I did not play him in comp at all, but that was because I was mostly focusing on Flankers and Widowmaker. But in scrims, when I used to do scrims in Season 1, all I played was McCree. So, mentions a silver bullet, that's cool. Oh god, here we go. Oh god, here we go. I'm not playing Mercy, I'll put it that way. It's time. Does it actually? No. This is gonna be tough, man. I don't know why people want to play a bunch of DPS on defense. I feel like my game volume is just so high, so I'm gonna turn my headset down some. Hopefully it sounds good for y'all. Like voice to game volume. Sounds good. I really like Torv on defense, but I really don't care for solo tank on defense because they're gonna put me in a situation where they play like this is exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to play like around this area, and then they're gonna pressure the right, so I'm gonna pull back and we're gonna be playing this area, and they're just gonna take ground on us and pinch us into one of these corners back here, and then we're all gonna be back here dying like right here when we finally pull back more because they took everything from us. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Werewolf skin confirmed. Is it actually? I don't believe. I don't know.
攻撃チーム接近目標 A を防衛してください
Can't leave that turret there forever, bro. You gotta rebuild. She's building it behind me. Gotta tear out of that. Ooh. There was a rat behind us. Put him in a weird position. You know what I mean? Just be like super annoying. Excited to come to YouTube? Nice, nice, that's fair. Homework, name, but gotta get that done, take care of that. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's also not good. It's okay. I maybe shouldn't use that shield. Maybe should have waited on that a bit. Let's back her out some. Oh, I should have waited. Not bad. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Alright, I think I'm gonna shield about here. That might be a little too open. No, I think it's good for the angle. Dude, I'm pretty excited about the. Okay, so I can't talk too much about Mercy because I do think that's probably what the majority of tomorrow's video might be. Maybe. Correct. We'll see at least. Successful tire versus non-successful tire. Oh wow, correct. We should push him out, honestly. Why wouldn't we push him? No. I do think we could just hold this though, which is gonna be super annoying. Yo, what's going on? I gotta get my house in order. No, I gotta get my home in order. I didn't know. What happened, team? How did this happen? Oh. Dude, Fortnite's fun. Okay, what can I play? Nothing, I think we're good. I think I'm still on the good track. Oh my god, that's too bad. That's too bad. Where's he's trying to set up that? Why you gotta go and feed kill, Junkrat? Ouch. I'm not sure what to do here. I don't know, boys. That's no good.
完了。スコア
I don't know.
2サイドを交代します。
Oh, to buy one to your next paycheck. Oh, thanks. That's super nice. I'm glad you like it at least, because I think the design turned out crazy. I bought mine already, and I just gotta wait because they have about a 3 to 4 week turnaround on them. So I gotta wait for it to come in, and I'm excited about doing the first giveaway. Although it does feel a little far out, and I kind of feel a little bad about that. But I mean, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, so I'd say, you know, like $70 giveaway is not too terrible in total. So I'm pretty excited about that. But I guess we'll see. We shall see. I never really played Pokemon games. I played the originals. And when I say originals, I played like Fire Red. And then like after that, I never played another one. I just couldn't really get into mobile gaming, like portable gaming, not even mobile gaming, because mobile sounds more like phones. Which ironically, there's a phone game that I'm addicted to. It's so fun. But I won't spend any money on it. But that doesn't mean it's not fun. Let's see here. I'm gonna boot it up. I wonder if anybody knows what it is. Does anybody know what that is? If you even heard it, I assume you all heard it. It's pretty loud. I don't have time to start a game though. Hoping for the giveaway. Yeah, I mean, and it won't be the only one. I mean, I'll put it this way: as long as the channel's growing and people are commenting, and you know, as long as everything is still going the way that it's been going, I'll do more. Because I mean, I work a full-time job, obviously, if you didn't know that, and so I have, you know, money to invest in investing in the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Next season, can you do placements with me? It depends. What's your account's main SR? Because I have 3 accounts that are, you know what I mean, that are rankable. So, I don't think that'd be an issue. What phone game? It's Clash Royale. Super fun. Oh, heals, please. You gotta... I don't know. I feel like they're gonna choose us to full hold, and that's gonna suck. There's double shields too, which is not great. Checking my mercy a lot on that one. I don't know, we just feel like we have no presence, and I can't, like, just fly in there, you know what I mean? I'm probably gonna have to build it all. No, I'm just gotta step out of that. Yeah, just gotta step out of these situations and look for... Nothing. No. Oh my god, please team, I need kills. Whew. Hit 1K in a month or two? I hope so. I mean, I can't really predict the growth, you know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of impossible. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do very much this game. I just kind of have the feeling. Why Widow? Like, that just is a throw. You're not gonna snipe a single person through 2 shields. I don't really get it. I don't know. People give up. some games. Hearthstone's super fun. I just don't like paying for all the cards anymore, so I stopped playing. Used to play Hearthstone religiously, and I even started playing again too, some like lately, but not really. I don't know. There's nothing we can do. This team's just giving up already. I mean, like, look at this team. What do we do? What do we do? We've already given up. Sucks. Not a fun way to start. I don't know. No, couldn't get the ult. That sucks. What a trash game to set on. Just people don't like to win, man. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I have it in Japanese. It just sounds cool. I mean, I can't understand it. I've kind of associated a lot of the, like, what they say with the ult sounds by now, so I'm kind of used to it. I just enjoy the way it sounds. I don't know. I did it one day, and then I just never said it back, and I was just like, eh. Like, now I know the sounds, and it just sounds cool. Like, I don't know. And I mean, I'm not like a weird weeb. I like hardly watch anime, and I don't associate with Japanese culture very much or anything. I just think it sounds neat. It sounds pretty neat. Oh man, I hate when people just do nothing to win and then they get mad when they lose. You're gonna watch me on Twitch? Go for it, you know? Okay, so here's the thing, and because transparency and being honest with people is super important, especially like when growing a brand and having people that follow and want to come and hang out and talk and stuff. So the goal is to not stream here forever on YouTube. The goal will probably be to eventually stream on Twitch all the time. But we'll just have to see, because my Twitch account is partnered from a long time ago, and I could actually, like, if I get to the point where we have enough people that are showing up and will like sub to the stream and do all that stuff, and I'm not asking for that now. Don't do that now. Don't sub to me at all, even if you feel like it. Don't. But if we can get to that point, and I think it makes the most sense, then I can get my 4 emote slots that I have right now, and I can fill them in with more relevant emotes, because I had those emotes like 2 years ago, back when I wasn't even paying attention to Overwatch, because Overwatch wasn't really around. So nothing about my Twitch account is relevant other than the fact that it's already partnered. So eventually I want to stream over there more. Not a weeb confirmed. What's my rank on this account? I hover between 3,000 and 3,300. I can't go higher, and for some reason I just sit there and float. It doesn't matter what I play, doesn't matter what I do. Every single game has 3 DPS. I mean, this season's jokes, man. I just play it because I can't play quick play. You watch Crashy Twitch stream? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm on Twitch right now, technically. But yeah, the point is to just keep the community like growing and pay attention to people and stuff on YouTube, because that's where the channel and stuff is. So my individual Twitch that has nothing to do with the channel name or anything like that doesn't really make much sense to only stream on that, because like half y'all who watch wouldn't even know to find me there. And that's fine. I'm not worried about that. What's going on? I was like, what's going on here? What? In front of the car? What? Why is there a person behind me? Hello? Sound for Samra. This would be a beautiful Farah. Oops, that's awkward. Farah. I just whispered something. That's a why? Wait, no. Got her.
惚れ惚れしますね。勝手に死なれては困る。
Oh, we just let that person walk away.
私はペイロードと共に歩む。
Oh no, I don't want to be up there. I have to kill that.
誰かを見つけた。
Wow, that's so far range. Oh, my aim is garbage, but it's just pretty time. Hit him, please. Oh my god, you're all running. Admittedly, it makes sense they all set forward.
私の魂を継ぐ。
He's gonna hammer down soon. Who's next? Big. Oh god, there's my lighter to save him. I have like gold damage to go do them. I can't chat much while I'm just like hardcore playing, so forgive me on that, man. Oh, thank you, Marcus. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was big.
まだ共に戦場へ。
I'm just gonna pop it and cut my losses here, which is probably a mistake because they didn't really use anything to follow up with that.
私に任せて。
Oh god, oh god. Ooh, all silvers. Oh. Number has 6 letters. Wait, what? Actually has 6 letters. Illuminati. Oh man, I'm gonna play fair. They literally have nothing to do with Farah, and everybody just keeps playing their own pick, so I'm gonna play Farah. No turret, please. Cool. Alright. It's really weird. If they don't have, if the enemy team doesn't just have good hit scans, I almost always carry games with Farah. If they have good hit scan, then I have to be pocketed. Like, and it's just this. I have to be. I'm not good enough to play against good hit scans with Farah. People on card. 1. Okay, great. I saw her toss. Where'd that go? Oh, it's right here. Just hoping to catch him off now. Oh, good waste of ult. Ooh, that's a Widowmaker. Okay, overkill. Awkward. Got myself killed. Ooh, that was bad. Mercy, I believe in you. Why didn't you ult and res me? Oh my god, did she miss the res on me right there? Not good. Well, I've been consistently silver regardless of my character, so that's bad. No, you're not coming out. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Where's the widow? Hey, I'll keep this moving. I don't mind. Sometimes you just gotta do your part, you know? Sure, I'll take all the free damage and shots. Every single rocket that I just shot hit. Every single one. I'm down with that. I like how that wasn't hitting me, and then it was. Oh, I was so close. Okay. Widow's enough to make me want to swap Genji. I was so afraid I was going to get hooked. Their team comp is so bad. Like, if our teammates were just doing decent, we'd be good. I hate to say that, but it's just the truth. Fire strike? Alright. I mean, I'm happy that we got it into the last part of this. Well, you know, I played the game of trying to get to the pack first, and I lost. I don't think I'm gonna be able to build an ult, which means this pick was pretty useless. Like, you get more value out of non-ulting Pharah than you would out of non-ulting Genji. I feel like, anyways. Their Widow's not terrible, which is annoying to me. Great. Last second. Top soul. Change tracer just to maybe get there. How do you think I did? Nah, 3 seconds. Oh, that's where we took it. Alright, hopefully one of those guys will pick up heals. Water's so good. Alright. Alright, we're gonna play some McCree. Oh! Will the numbers have to do with anything? Well, I don't know, man. You guys are crazy. You know what Overwatch needs? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I don't know. I hope Blizzard really pulls something out at BlizzCon. I gotta say. I hope something like really big comes out of BlizzCon. Another lore event? Yeah, but does that really change anything? And I agree, like another lore event would be great, because Uprising to me was fun for like the first week, and then I was just kind of like bored of it. But Uprising was crazy in terms of like something big that they did. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like they did something, genuinely did something big, and I loved it. It was awesome. Like I want them to do more. But I guess my problem is that like that's temporary. It doesn't, one, it literally doesn't last very long, and two, it you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't change the game. It does nothing for what my issues with the game are. So I think it's great. I'd love it, yeah. But I don't know. I just don't think it's anywhere near my, like if I had a top 5 things that need to happen in Overwatch, it's probably, you know, number 9 or 10 on the list. So unfortunately, I definitely think that team queue and clan system are the two biggest things that need to happen. I mean, it has to happen, and if it doesn't happen, then I don't really know where this game goes, because the evolution feels stunted. I was hate the feeling that the devs forever said something like they just can't win in terms of pleasing the player base, and of course not. But at some point, they need to decide what their own game is, like, and stop trying to quote unquote please the player base. Like they need to have their own idea of what they want their game to be. Wow, I just reshot her. She's getting pocketed. That's annoying. They need to have their own idea of what the. Oh, okay. Who's gonna kill like 3? Oh my god! Thank God for Roseanne. It's the same shame he got sniped. I really want to get aggressive, but I can't. Well, that's about as aggressive as I'm getting. Oh, I'll put the shield down, please. It was just one shot. They just, like I said, they need to define their own game. They need to have an idea of what their game is that they want it to be. Oh, if I was good, I would have hit at least one. Oh god. Please, please don't scatter. Please don't scatter. Oh god. Come on. Oh man. Everybody just die. Group. We can defend one more time. Their team comp is so bad. Why? Why? Oh. I'm so afraid to get headshotted right here. What? No healer, man. Dude, I'm so desperate. I'm just so desperate for someone that's gonna do something. And look, she's so no. Mercy, please. So no. I don't want to call her bad, but that was just stupid. That was so stupid. You're not a hiding Mercy anymore. She's about to get nerfed. Take advantage of everything you can. Oh no, that was so bad. Oh, is she damage boosting me? If I see a blue beam, I'm gonna rage. I didn't know who to go for, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a stun. I can't hit anything. We don't have enough tanks. I don't know what to do. I can't go anywhere. I can't move because we have no tanks. We have no front line. Oh, I can't do anything. This is dismal. Haha. I don't know what to do. I'm actually just gonna tank. I don't know. I have to carry these players by just playing what we need, and Hanzo Widow is just Winston territory. What? This isn't Winston. I hate tanking for people that don't deserve me tanking for them, but I want to win, so. It's bad, man. I've had silvers the whole game. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Our Mercy still has the same ult she's had the whole game. No, I really don't think that my entire team is doing anything, to be honest. If I'm totally honest, not a single one of my teammates have done very much. No, that's not true. Our Zen is actually doing very well. He's been fragging out. And that's great, because that's what Zen needs to do, additional to the light healing that Zen does. But our Mercy's had the same ult, and it's pretty rough. She's really not, like, she's not even using the OP Mercy that's about to get nerfed. At this point, she's just kind of not, like, playing her character at all. Oh, that's a bad spot for me to be. Rip. I don't know what to do, because I can't play Winston because of the Reaper. Oh, wow. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, an ult for an ult. I can't complain. That Reaper's gonna pop his ult and it's gonna like decimate us. Kill the Rhine. Haha, now what? Where's he at? Team, please. Oh god, I don't know what to do.
私たちの世界のためにスナイパーよ気をつけて
Oh, should have shifted. Oh well. Oh, teammates are so bad. Alright, I'm going Genji. I'm doing nothing but playing Genji the rest of the night. And if I'm not playing Genji, I'm playing Pharah or McCree or working on Tracer. I can't help people that don't want to help themselves. I'm forced to play roles that I can't even carry the people on. It's so frustrating. This is why I just don't even take this game serious anymore. It's crazy. Well, of course I had to call the Reaper ult, because the Reaper ult was going to happen because he's been sitting there building it the whole time, and the only counter we had was me on our team, and it wasn't really effective because I kept jumping into Reaper. Oh, okay, I'm playing Genji. Okay, look, I'll show you guys. I'll give you the irrefutable proof that I'm actually screwing myself over in ranked because I don't play what I'm good at. So if you really want to know how you rank up in ranked, what you do is you don't care what your teammates are and you just play whatever you want to play. I'm serious. And well, now I can't show you. I'll show you whenever I pick my hero. This is how you actually rank up, and this is how I've done it every single season, except for like these last two, because I can't, like, I have a really hard time playing the game. Okay, so look, this is what you do. I don't care. Look, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care at all. It could be a widow. I don't care. Here's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. Yeah, no, I mean, and I don't stop competitive. I've stopped competitive for like 2 seasons. This is just the way that it is for me now. It's pretty tough. Let's see. Okay, so look. So season 1, meh, whatever. Season 1 was weird. I didn't really play that much in season 1 for competitive mode. So then season 2, I played pretty much exclusively DPS. I was still working a lot on Widow and McCree back when I was like doing scrims and stuff, and I was like starting to try to get good at Genji because everybody at the time was like, man, I really like that hero was like the hard one. Everybody wanted to learn him, and that's where my love for Genji came from. And season 3 was the first time I pushed myself into Masters, and I got it like 2 days before the end of the season. And all I mainly did was I only focused on one DPS hero. And you can tell this isn't really one-tricking by hours, but I played a ton of Genji. And then season 4 rolled around, and I was like, well, that's the most practiced thing I am, so I'm going to mostly play that. And I mean, by this season, this is more or less a one-trick season. And I more or less held my rank, but I had a hard time holding it. And then season 5 rolled around, and I tried to do it, and I just like, I made it up almost to 3,500 again after placements, and then I plummeted, and then this is, as you can tell, was a decay, where I just said, you know what, I'm going to take this season off. And season 6 is where we are now, and my hero pool is super diverse in season 6, and my rank is going down. So, the problem, and the reason why I can tell you irrefutably that I'm actually like losing myself to SR is because I'm not like basically one-tricking. And I don't think I've ever really been a one-trick, not really anyways, but the more you play one hero, literally the better you get at them, and then the more rewarded you are for it. So it doesn't make much sense to do anything else. If you're trying to, if your main focus is gaining SR. If you want to be a good teammate, if you want to flex, oh man, if I could hit it next. That was a good kill. Then that's probably the best way to go about it. Oh, I'm dead. Rip. One trick Overwatch peeps on YouTube. Who makes YouTube videos that's a one trick? I don't really know any one trick Overwatch people on YouTube. No, but I hate to give the bold honesty, but the honest truth is if you want to rank up, just don't even press tab and see what the comps are. Just play something. Play whatever you want to play. I'm working on ult right now because we're clearly not going to make it in here. Oh, wow, that wiped me out. I feel like I had like over 150 health. That's wild. Maybe he got damage boosted? No, it literally just wiped me out. That's crazy. I don't think I only had 50 health. Just for fighting. He's mostly a one-trick Tor, but I'm pretty sure he like stopped one-tricking Tor, didn't he? Like this season. We'll get a bunch. Oh man. You know, so all this Mercy, he's on and off. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to call him a one-trick. I'm not doing very well. I watch him a little bit. I follow him, pay attention to him. Probably the biggest one-trick I follow is probably Aimbot Calvin, just because he more or less mostly plays in the 3. I just want to break that trap and he's defending it. Because I know if I dash, I'm going to get screwed over by it. We should have killed him there. Wow. Ran out of ammo there. Sorry if he comes and kills me. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Mason's sort of one trick? Yeah, he plays a lot of Hanzo, but even still, he's not much of a one trick. He plays too much of the positivity angle, so he's not someone I consider much of a one trick anymore either. That said, though, again, it really is. It's pretty wild how like blatantly obvious it is. Wow, I feel like I deflected that. I feel like I even heard it, and I feel like I even saw it, and I still died. Let me watch that. That's just not like what I feel like happened, but I guess so. Flexes when he yeah. I think if I was to ever take this game seriously in the sense that like I'm playing on a competitive team or trying to scrim and stuff, I would probably play DPS flex. So I'd probably be the person that flexes to like 3 healers or like 3 tanks if the meta's ever called for it or something along those lines. That would probably be my preferred role. Oh, that was a good pick if we wouldn't have lost our Ana. Can't do much with this, the rest of this blade. Oh, that's a lot of ults. Oh man, the Zarya shielded the Mercy, that makes me sad. It's a good soldier position, but he should probably run at this point. We're not doing terrible. One tricks works though. I'd say you're right in most cases. It's kind of nice that you can't. Yeah, it is and it isn't. I don't know, because I think one tricking is stupid. Like I think you are playing the game incorrectly and you're being a jerk. Like you irrefutably ruin the game, especially if you play one tricks whenever. Like especially if you one trick heroes when you're deeply countered or when they're very niche heroes. Because I don't want to call them off meta heroes because that's so subjective. But there are plenty of heroes in this game that are amazingly niche regardless of your opinion. Like Symmetra, Torb, they're just niche. Like they have lower variables of application. Ah, well. Don't want to take that health pack from him, although I'm itching for it. Oh well. Oh, we lost our Mercy. We need a Mercy, please. I just now realized we're trying to attack on 2 CP without the most OP hero in the game. That doesn't make any sense at all. Didn't we have a Mercy? She rezzed me, didn't she? No? I don't know. I could have swore we had a Mercy, and whoever swapped off Mercy, that just makes no sense. And here's the thing. I'm not, like, going to be bitter and be like, wow, we don't have a Mercy. But I will be honest and say, wow, we don't have a Mercy. You know what I mean? Because, one, I'm not going to play Mercy. And, two, she's OP. I mean, if you don't play Mercy and the enemy team plays Mercy, you are losing yourself games. Well, I was going to pop Blade there, but one, I'm too low. And two, we don't have a Mercy. And three, we're all dead. Just Ana. Oh, man. That sucks. I don't know. Whatever. I can't force my teammates to do anything. Just same way they won't pull me off the Zen. So, or off the Genji. So. I'll just do the best I can. The soldier's super annoying. I'm gonna try to pull him to point, and then I'm gonna go for a blade. That's disappointing. I mean, there's just nothing I can do, but that's disappointing. And our soldier counter popped soldier ult and died, and we have no Mercy. It's disappointing. Yeah, I miss it, man. I miss it. Why the different skin? I don't know. I changed Genji skins all the time.
Score 1-0.
Genji needs a good skin. Genji has like 3 or 4 good skins. Oni, Blackwatch, Sentei, however you say that. Oni, Blackwatch, Sentei, Chrome, Nihon is really good. That'd be a great soldier pick, or say Orisa, any tank, honestly. You know, I meant to make this video too, and I might still, so maybe I'll say this on stream and I'll put some time in between when I make it. But the tank role, if you're a tank main, or you're just someone that loves the tank main, or like to tank role, you are probably loving the game right now. At least from the perspective of hero balance. Every single tank has a solid usage. You can't say that about any of the other roles. You can't say that about the DPS, offense or defense category individually, or you know, put together as a DPS role, and you can't say that about the support role right now. But this is such a beautiful patch for tanks, in my opinion. Arikadu, I don't know how to say that, and yes, I have. I follow more or less every Genji player that exists. Kind of want a Pharaoh Genji. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind. The magician idea for Genji. I want a Genji skin where his shurikens are not shurikens. They're something else. You know what I mean? Like I want that. That's the whole point of some of the skins, right? Is to like be unique enough. Like I try to think of what they could make. Like, what's a Halloween Genji skin where the projectile would be something else? You know, literally something else. What could it be?
3, 2.
You show up to a Bambi stream. I feel like you commented on one of her streams. I didn't know if it was you. Yeah. I've talked to Bambi stream before. I asked her one day if she wanted to do an interview with me on the Blackwatch channel, and she said she was interested. But she wanted me to contact her on Discord, and then whenever I did it, it just never really went anywhere, unfortunately. But I like Bambi a lot. I'm a huge fan of Widowmaker players. Mostly because I used to be a Widow main. I used to team with Kefri back in the early days of Overwatch. So, this guy will not leave me alone. Holy. We got a teleporter out, though. Magician Genji skin would be so good. Who had a collab with? Who had a collab with him? If we could kill him, that would be great. Dude, Soldier, you're annoying and you just got bubbled by Zarya! You're kidding! No, please! Oh, that had to have been the most annoying bubble I've seen. Yo, what's up, Juzan? How's it going? Gamma Genji, he throws out cards. Yeah, that's the magician idea, more or less. Hopefully I didn't just use the last, that's no good. We just got dominated. Hopefully the sim changes to a different heals. We're gonna need it to try to tie. Man,
目標を喪失
I just climbed back up to 3,200 and now I'm gonna lose 3 games in a row right at the start of his stream. I don't know what to do, boys and girls. Why does he have so much room here? Like, why are we not punishing this? It's crazy. Like, you're also passive. This guy is just on top of every single wall. Excited for the Halloween event? Yeah, excited enough. I mean, rip. Rip. My team just they just backed up. Like every fight would break and my teammates would just like run away. I don't know. That just felt like a loss though. At least it didn't feel like bullshit. A lot of losses are just like total BS. Like someone just like constantly have 3 DPS and stuff, so I don't know. Have I played it? What are we talking about? Let me scroll up. Yeah, they just pushed. Like they just walked in. Paladins? No, Paladins is awesome. Here's the thing. I like Paladins a lot. I'm just not really interested in committing time. Like, I just don't want to get into it. I like it. It's cool. I own the pack that gives me all of the heroes on it. Like it was a game that I was worth giving them money for, at least for that, because I think the value on that is good. That said, like I said, I just don't really feel like getting into that game, but it's cool. It's got some fun heroes. I mess around with it every now and then. Give it a fair chance. Yeah, it was cool to me. I liked it. I could see why someone would play that like as their game. You know what I mean? Like that, make that their main game. I could definitely see that. I mean, you have to know stuff about it. You have to know the items, and you have to have good game knowledge. There's much more to learn in Paladins than I think there is in Overwatch, in my opinion. Okay, so this is what I was trying to show y'all earlier. If you look at obviously the sample size is larger because I play Genji mostly, but like my Genji win percentage is much higher than every other hero. Like it starts the reason I'm starting to climb down is because I'm filling. That was my whole point. Like on Mercy, I'm actually positive, which I think if I played nothing but Mercy, I'd probably fly up the comp ladder, but I'm not going to do that. Who are we looking at here? Junkrat, actually positive, but he's pretty nuts too. Winston, negative. So anytime I'm filling, it's usually the reason I'm losing.
4 3 2
Like that was basically the anecdotal kind of discussion. Later, Lance, you got to go. Take it easy. Free ult farm. Free ult farm and a potential kill? Yes, I think so. Timed that poorly. I feel like he thought he had a boop on me, which is weird because I'm a Genji. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean by that? Like, oh, I shouldn't have double jumped there. I should have just let myself fall. He was talking, not necessarily. It can be about Mercy, and like I said, I'll talk about her a little bit, and I'd like to talk about her some, but I don't want to give all of my thoughts away because I think I'm going to turn that into a video like tomorrow. I'll probably record it and do all the audio and editing tonight, so we can talk about her a little bit. I will say this much: I'm excited. I'm very excited that she is not going to be what she is on live. They have a leader, so I'll gladly accept my free win. Well, if he's done, then I might go. No, dude. Like I said, we can talk about it. If you want to ask specifically, here's my point. I guess if I'm afraid that if I rant on the Mercy nerf and the new Mercy, that I'll give all of my thoughts away, which I might even do. I don't actually care. Oh, well, that was no fun. So if you want to ask me what you think, feel free. Because the title is it's kind of like insinuating that I want to talk about the nerf that is on the PTR right now, which is not even documented at this point. So we just kind of have to wait and see what the final word is, at very least for PTR patch. Because PTR is never permanent. Like it is sometimes permanent, but it's always subject to change. And but am I happy that they're nerfing her? Absolutely. 100%. Jeez, my whole team's in. Mercy getting a nerf, yeah, super excited. Kinda wanna have a discussion on that. Sure, we could do that. We could do that. And they still haven't stopped? Well, let's start there a little bit, because if you think that them changing her res from mass res, 5-person res down to what she is on live now was a nerf, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you, because the current version of Mercy that's on the live servers right now is the most OP hero in the entire game at the current moment. She does way too much. She does, way too much. She is the most ridiculous hero. So if we can start from there, at least in terms of my perspective, because I'm never gonna just tell someone that they're wrong, but I will try to do my best to argue from my opinion. Then, man, this is an unfortunate game. It's not even that fun for me, but I'll take the 15 SR that I'm gonna get from it or whatever. So it doesn't affect my work. Don't worry about it, man. You won't be the only, or I'll put it this way. The majority of people that watch the videos don't often make it out to the streams. So if I have some repetitive information, not to mention the fact that the videos will stay up on the channel for more people to run across, then if I duplicate, like what I say, I would rather it make you feel special about being in the live stream to have the discussion, and then make the viewers who haven't seen it feel normal for finding the video about the discussion, if that makes sense. Like, let's call it a sneak peek, where you get to hang out with everybody else in chat and talk about something that other people won't get until later on. Because that's much more special, right? Does that make sense? I think that's actually cooler, like, if I think about it from that perspective. Like, I'd rather this be a sneak peek, hey, thanks for showing up to the live stream, let's talk about what tomorrow's video will probably be about live stream, than saying, like, hey guys, I appreciate that you're here, but you gotta wait. You know what I mean? That's cool, right? I think that's cool. So, Mercy. She's pretty nuts, and it sucks that she's nuts, and they're nerfing her, and I'm super excited about that, because this current form of Mercy where things get confusing, and you killed someone right here, and when you pushed in, all of a sudden they're alive behind you again, and she reses, 200 health targets at 200, but she reses, 4, 5, and 600 targets at 4, 5, and 600, which is nutty. It's crazy. So she's nuts, and if you don't know, yeah, there's tons of lead. Everybody's leaving. I'm just kind of riding it out for the next game. If you don't know, the kind of undocumented that's why I like to tune streams as much as possible. I appreciate it, Britt. You're very nice, and everybody that shows up is super nice, and I appreciate all support, because that's awesome. Yeah, this is competitive? Yeah, I know. Oh, welcome. Sick. Crazy, right? Someone just decides to leave in the first round, and then it just goes completely downhill. 5 people leave total, even 1 on the free winning team. It's odd. Ow. It's crazy. Nuts. Need to nerf all. There's so much better. New one. Okay. So She's much less of a pain. It just depends on what irked you more, you know? Because she's undeniably insane right now because it feels like nothing sticks, you know? Like, and as Genji, I hate this current Mercy because she's just so hard to kill. Like, everything about her is frustrating from my perspective, and it's annoying. Like, it's annoying to score a kill that I feel like I worked very hard and put myself at a really odd position, you know, being in the back line to try to get, and just to dash away and feel like I finally got value out of my hero, and then she just reses the person. And then and that's not even. Do I think that Team Canada has a chance to win Overwatch World Cup? No, not really. Team Canada's good. It's an amazing roster, but not really, no. But I think it's the nature of how she plays that forces the other team to also run Mercy. That's really bad for the game as well. And so that's, you know, a problem. And it's that's cool, I guess. It's neat. Junkertown Ana. That's what it makes me think of, anyways. You know. So that's not great. And I have a tweet out there somewhere. I was kind of having like a Twitter discussion with someone in the cosmos about what we can actually do to nerf the live Mercy right now. The Mercy that's live right now. What could we actually do to nerf her? And so here was my first and my main thought, and this is crazy because this is actually what they ended up doing, was that the immense amount of tempo that she brought from resing someone, it just like that automatically, even if they nerfed nothing else, that had to go for me. So this, like, because you can kind of still play, like, you can play like a 2-person death hide Mercy, and that's not great, you know? You don't really want to keep that kind of play style with this new Mercy, and admittedly it was still somewhat effective. This new one is too big of a nerf to res. Big part of her was that she can res, but now she's mostly non-existent. Hold on, I missed part of that because of my screens. I might start playing Ana again. Well, here's the thing. And this is, I love that you added that, because that's good. That's absolutely good, because Ana is a fantastic hero that is being completely overshadowed by a hero that is necessary for success. So I love that you feel like you might start playing Ana again, because Ana's in an amazing spot with her kit and her balance, but Mercy was just so much better than her that you really wouldn't want to play Ana unless you were running Ana and Mercy, but a lot of the times you get like Zen Mercy and Lucio Mercy. So, what was I saying? So yeah, so that instant like double res, like boom boom res, and then like 10 seconds later res, it just like you have to know that it was mind if I Genji? Sure, absolutely. I don't want him to Hanzo, so maybe he'll go Genji and I can play Lucio. And this discussion's gonna take me a little bit because I'm also playing, so I'm sorry. Forgive me. So I also need to just turn my game down. It just feels so loud. So the double res needed to go. And my thought on the current Mercy and how they can nerf her reasonably was get rid of that res reset. And additionally to getting rid of the res reset, we could lower the cooldown that it moved to once Valkyrie was active. So you know how it was 30 seconds and then Valkyrie would pop and then it went down to 10? I was like, man, that 10-second reses, that's nuts. You know, you're looking at like an average of probably like a minimum of like 3 reses. I do not want to be here, but I also don't want him to be here. Okay, let's see if we can get you. Oh, no. No, I don't know why anybody's not on the point. It's odd. It's really weird. I hate when people do that. Like, I was the only reason they hadn't capped sooner. Okay, let's jump into the leader, and as long as an amazing cap, especially if it gets to rest. I don't agree with that last part, and, I don't think it's necessarily the difficulty of killing her. I think it's that No, I guess it is still partially the difficulty of killing her. It's just she's just I don't even know how to defend myself against this. She's just too effective. Everything she does is just nuts. Oh wow, she already has an ultimate. That's insane. Man, I'm not on the boots right now. So I just, like I said, I just think she's tempo resing. She's got the most healing output. She you know, does the double res, and then she flies around and does like a bunch more healing, and then she gets harder to hit, and her guardian angel goes up in range, and it's just like the mix of everything for me just got like super overwhelming. And I think that's like what the frustration behind, you know, oh wow, oh my god, hello. He just hit me from downtown. What is that? It just like she just was very overwhelming and like frustrating to deal with, and like the change to her momentum made stuff wonky. But not only that, it just like she just like seemed like she was covering so much distance, like, and it got crazy. Like as Genji, I would pop like full Dragon Blades, and if I didn't kill her with the original combo, I'm probably dead here. If I didn't kill her with the original combo, I was like instantaneously wasting that entire blade. Because if you don't get a reset, if you don't get a single reset, the whole blade is wasted. Oh, hello, welcome. Welcome to competitive. Why you do that? Dude, he's so nuts. He's so nuts. At least he's back. Ooh, it's crazy. Oh man, yeah, that ult from Pharaoh was crazy. So anyway, so let's kind of Hooker's skin for Halloween for Roadhog. Alright. Alright. Oh! Mercy, please. Oh my god, Farrah, please. I don't want to beg for a hit skin. I may just swap to one next round, but I hate Soloq. So, I don't even know where like my mind is at right now. If we don't go in now, we don't go in, and then we lose. Oh, I got stuck in the corner. I'm dead. Tough. Oh man, I'm not in the headset kind of mood right now. So Mercy, I think clearly for me, needed to see some changes to the way she works. And I think the easiest way to nerf her comfortably was to very minimalistically get rid of the reset, and they're doing that, so that's great. But not only just get rid of the reset, I think they needed to change some of the numbering and the cooldowns, and they've opted to, when popping Valkyrie, it not affect res at all. And that I don't think I agree with. I think that they're going to keep it at 30 seconds, and thus her her only focus when in Valkyrie is going to be healing and damage boosting, and that's great. That is honestly great. But I think the benefit to her playstyle to have her able to res more often from Valkyrie was really cool too. So I would have rather them, you know, lower the cooldown, you know, or up the cooldown from 10 seconds when in Valk, or reduce the time that Valkyrie lasts. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a 20-second ultimate. Why couldn't they cut that down to 15 seconds, or, you know, cut it in half to 10 seconds? Does that make sense? So like, I think that maybe they're not focusing on lessening the skill in a way that maybe I would have. If they wanted to... That got a little confusing. Done, nerf, I would be more okay. No res, reset with Valkyrie. Res with 15 seconds. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's actually what I think is going to be better. That said, I don't know yet, because I can see how making or like changing the focus of Valkyrie would be fine with her. So, and again, it's PTR, so you can't take it at like face value on the change. Might have to pop it off here, especially if I keep doing this. We're good. No good. Whew. Have a good night, yo. Take it easy. I feel like maybe that can help. What's the other DP? They're running 3 heals. Oh man, what is this game? Like, I'm not just leave my Discord on Mercy. Pray that helps out. I sincerely don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, I saw that. I'll hit that last nuts. Honestly, I hate that because I'm a Genji player, I pocket Genjis with Zen, but they usually do so much. I don't like it's the lowered res, but yeah, you can stick to heals, and you and Junker for 10 out damage for heals. Yeah, of course. I mean, well, okay. There should be no hero that can out heal some of the damage in the game. You know what I mean? Like, that would just be unacceptable. Like, if she wasn't out damaged in some way. Now, if we're talking about like the burst of like, let's say Zenyatta's healing is getting out damaged by like basic abilities, I think that's a problem. But that's her left click. I don't think it should be ridiculous. Oh, so many tanks, yo. Oh, I got it. Nice. The swap to Zen, I feel like, was a good swap. Oh. If anything, I would say Junkrat got a buff. He has 2 mines now, and his ult is faster. Yeah, and they're actually, the ult is slower on PTR right now. Again, we don't have any documentation about what the numbers are, so it's not a great scenario to break down. But we knew a nerf was coming to Junkrat. And to be fair, here's the thing: because of the general limitations that Junkrat has based on design, I actually don't think that a really strong Junkrat in terms of like 2 mines and like a faster ultimate and like the control of the ultimate being kind of ridiculous, like even Junkrat where he is right now in live, I actually don't think it's that bad. Is it frustrating? Is he really strong? Yes, but he's so easily countered in ways that I actually don't mind it. That's my perspective. Main job is just keep the team alive, and usually you're the one who makes up for the team's mistakes. Yeah, of course, and that's exactly what Rez does. And I think she's better than that more now than ever. Oh, I'm dead. Just too much projectile spam. I think she's better at making up for mistakes than ever before. And so even if they nerf that a little bit, I'm still gonna feel that way. It's gonna make her much less fun to play because I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she's gonna be less effective, but her playstyle will be exactly the same. You fly in, you use smart reses, you tempo res some, you focus on chain healing during Valkyrie, and you know, you make good decisions with res rather than spamming reses every single, you know, every 10 seconds or whatever is going on. Where? Wow, absolutely insane. We just need like some conviction to just go in. Oh, I'm reloading, I'm so sorry. AIDS. Okay, get Mercy there. Oh, why isn't someone taxing Mercy? That makes me so frustrated. Like, she should be getting taxied right now. Because if someone dies before, there we go. I don't know, I think Mercy got so overbuffed that it's hard for me to say what I'm gonna think about the changes when they nerf her. Because I think anything will be better than what we have right now. Because she's very well. Dude, I cannot hit this guy to save my life. And now I'm like running for my life. And I almost killed him. I got destroyed. Oh, that's frustrating. He's still on point. Oh man, Tracer using big ults when no one's there to follow up on it. Sick play. Sick play and stagger. Just saying, there's a lot of diamond players that don't know how to not stagger. Oh wow, she's being okay. This sucks. I'm gonna play hit scan. No one wants to play hit scan, and we're losing in the third round to Fair Mercy as a duo. I hate when Mercy players say protect backline or like I'm not being protected. I'm sorry, you're positioning poorly. Bye, friend. You can't sit here and not do it. We gotta move drastically, otherwise we're gonna get hammered down. What? Oh yeah. I think we could win this. I think it's possible. No good because their fair is just gonna rip us apart here. Maybe we'll cap though. But I think overall this is probably gonna be a loss. Oh wow, he killed Mercy, which is really good. I can't let this be capped. You're kidding me. No. We have to hold this. Wow, dude, beautiful. Oh man. More toxicity because Mercy won't be able to do the same and everyone's still gonna I just don't that doesn't even make sense to me. Like, why would people innately just be toxic because a hero in a game got nerfed? That doesn't make any sense. Why would that ever happen? I mean, people have to know that changes happen in the game. It's just the game doesn't just stay the same. Trade. Oh, this could be a big play. If he gets a bunch of kills. Female touch. That was actually the win. That was literally the win right there. If that whoever that person was, I think it was our diva, would have touched, that was the win. Because we had just gotten 2 kills. Dang, that's disappointing. That is disappointing. I don't know. I think bottom line, a nerf is a nerf. So that what it means is that a hero is going to be less effective. And that's fair, and that's true. But when a hero is overpowered and a lot of the community, including pro players, thinks that she's overpowered, it only makes sense to nerf her, and it doesn't make sense to say that there's going to be toxic behavior around it. It may make sense to say, whoa, hey, I think they're going to over nerf her and she's going to be really bad when they nerf her because, you know, she's not going to be able to do what she's doing right now. And that is a fair potential argument. And it's potential because, one, you just don't know. You don't know until you give something like a change enough time for people to decide, whoa, okay, Mercy gets a couple reses off, but I could just play Ana. You know what I mean? Or you could say like, let's just go back to the crazy dive comp with Zen Lucio. So it's hard to say. My personal opinion, I do think they're over nerfing her, but a tiny bit, so tiny that it may not even be that bad. It may not be that bad. But I think if anything, it just like it feels weird that her ult changes everything about her kit, but now it's not going to change anything about res. You know, the other thing for me, though, is that I don't even care about... It wasn't the res. It was the immense value out of the res. And so, like, one of the biggest issues I had from the beginning was the... what was it? What can I even say? One of the issues I had with Mercy in the beginning with this whole change was the fact that she's rezzing tanks at full health. Well... I mean, just think about it 1-to-1. If you have, okay, say you have one res up, and your Roadhog and your McCree die side by side. Who do you res right now? Tell me. I will say nothing else until someone answers this question. Who do you res? Roadhog or what did I say, McCree? Who do you res?
ルメリコは何を企んでいる。
戦うしかないのです。
The answer is Roadhog. No, the answer is Roadhog. And it's because he comes back with 600 health and can do a lot of damage and is annoying and has, you know what I mean? So that's my point. I think that's stupid. And that's still going to be stupid because they're not changing that. And that's fine, you know, because at least they're changing something. Not sure I say this before. What are my specs on my PC? Yeah, Roadhog. The answer's Roadhog and it's nuts. It's crazy. Not even if he has ult. It's just like, I mean, I guess you could make an argument for either or if one of them had ult in a certain situation. But I mean, like, more standard across the board. He's trying to hit me, boys. We have a second. I just need a Zen orb, please. Good. Interesting. Nothing that I just wanted to happen happened, and now I'm sad. You res tanks? I don't think you res Lucio. To be honest, why would you res Lucio who's gonna die in, you know, a single mine-made combo when you could res Ryan who's not gonna die in a single combo and just waylay around until he gets a kill? I don't think you ever res Lucio over a tank. If you have, I just think it's almost pretty standard across the board. If you have a tank and a non-tank dead, you res the tank. Oh, okay. Oh, please heal me. Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Stop shooting your stupid gun. Mercy, please. Oh, God. I watched her just shooting her little pea shooter of a weapon. Oh, that might be a kill on Mercy if I'm not bad. No, I missed that second shot in there. I wish I wouldn't have missed that. How disappointing was that? Not kill her. It's annoying. I think we kill you because of this. Thank you. Sure, just keep not counter picking me. I'm fine with it. There they are. They have a soldier. Okay. Computer specs. I don't remember the motherboard. I'm running a GTX 1080 Ti with 32 gigs of RAM. I play the game on all lows. My settings are 1600 DPI with 2 to 2.5 sensitivity. If that's what you're asking. I can't think of what else I need to bring up. Oh, they're comboing. Okay. That's fine. Had to happen at some point. I'm just gonna chill. You res Lucio and y'all can slingshot from the hard target to hit, especially. Yeah, but if the tank is dead, then why wouldn't you res the tank? There's just almost never a reason. I don't know. And are you talking about attacking or defending? You gotta give me a little bit more info on the scenario, I think. Well, that's not what I was hoping for. Come on, team. I need y'all to get back without losing somebody, because I want to jump this soldier, but not if I'm just gonna die during it. Oh my God! I'm getting destroyed. Please. Wow, I didn't actually get any of those kills. Okay, cool. Go, Gadget McCree. Because another thing that I'm seeing a lot of Mercy players do is waste reses for no reason. Like, they just blow a res and it's like, But if you, okay, I've done this several times and it's worked very well. If you res Roadhog, Lucio could speed boost a point on attack or defend. Like I said, I just need some specifics. Profera tip, always shoot the Rhine forward and then just take him out. I'm dead. Maybe not. Like, chase me down. Okay. Then the 7 times it has worked well. Yeah, but if you res Roadhog, Lucio could speed boost a point with everyone else. Yeah, but if you're not, okay, are you on attack or are you on defend? I need to. That actually makes a massive difference, because if you're on attack and you're wasting a res when a teammate died and staggered, you're wasting that entire res on attack and defense. If you're on defense, you res the tank because the tank has a higher health pool and potential to get more work done. You never res a Lucio on defense. I mean, why would you res the Lucio on defense if like there's like 400 health difference and actual kill potential versus a 200 health target and very little kill potential? Because I mean, let's be realistic, Lucio just doesn't like frag out. I don't know. As I say, man, I would not prefer the res because I can help speed boost other players that died on the point. Like I said, it just depends. Like the scenario really does depend, but 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna res the. You're not gonna res the. Wow, I was gonna ult her and then hopefully turn. I just feel like we're not moving, and it's kind of annoying. Like, why did she res Zen there? What was the actual value of resing Zen there? Rather than holding it and trying to get us all to the cart and then using the res there. There's a lot of Mercies that use res off cooldown, and because it's a 30-second cooldown, that's actually very bad, in my opinion. But I play a pretty mean Mercy. Honestly, I should just main Mercy. I don't. That's gonna get me killed. I can't play this anymore. I don't know what to play. I don't know what to play. I believe tank needs priority res. I don't think there's. I don't know. Like, even the scenarios that I could come up with where another target would take priority in res, they are so hard to identify. You have to do it so quickly that you better be pressing tab and looking at ults, and you know what I mean. Like, you got to do that quick. You got to make that decision so fast.
天使の出番共に戦場へ
Can't even escape, please. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's just, again, it's just all about the potential of the res. Like what's the res gonna score you? Man. Oh no. Oh no, team. Maybe she can res me? Nice. I'm close to an ult. If we can just get this a little bit more, we can get the whole thing. Well, not like that. Big play. No! And our Mercy's dead. Please kill them. Yes. Please kill everyone. Yes! Good job. Woo! Good job. DPS with ult usually worth it. Yeah, again, I like I said, I think the only situation where you don't res a tank is in situations where an ult is worth it. If Genji has Dragon Blade, exactly. If Sombra has EMP, I mean, it's a lot of the DPS picks with ultimate could be better than a tank. But again, it just depends. It just depends. You got to be able to you have to be able to like tab, analyze, look who's alive on the enemy team, who's alive on your team, and as you're flying to like the area where dead people are at, like make that decision. I mean, I'm not saying it's that hard, but you do have to think about those things based on what character would be most beneficial for the play. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely on who's the most beneficial for the play. I think my point being, I'll put it this way: if it's not an ult res, as in like you're not using the Mercy ult, and you're not picking someone up specifically because they have ult. Like if it's a vanilla res where like two people are dead and the situation is like they just both died, like normally out of team fight situation, or no, not necessarily out of team fight situation, but out of ultimate situation, then the res 100% goes to the tank, like 99% of the time. Unless it's no, yeah, still I think I was gonna say maybe unless it's like Orisa, because like Orisa, if you res her out of position, that's gonna be a weird spot for Orisa. So like say a soldier and an Orisa die and they're out of position now because where they died the team has taken over, you might res the soldier. It's I don't know, like 80% of the time you probably res the tank. That's all I think, I guess. Has no ults. Lucio has one targets because he can contest for quite a while without getting taken out. Well, then that would be a scenario where I feel like we're talking about like overtime or something. And even still, I'd probably res a tank. Just I don't know. It's just hard for me to explain, I guess, why I feel like it's like resing a Lucio is like so low on the, unless the Lucio had ult. I don't think I would ever res him. Because a Lucio ult could change a fight indefinitely, but a vanilla Lucio that has nothing special going on, I just don't think he's going to do very much. Oh, I'm dead. Alright. No good? That's sour. I was hoping we'd hold a little bit more forward up, and the Ryan walked back past me, and that's probably my fault for not recognizing that, but I got stunned at the same time, and I just think like his positioning relative to my hero's pick, relative to what we could have accomplished there was kind of not good. And then the fact that they all died on my way back, not good either. And the fact that I just died when I got back, not good either. So now we've already lost that entire point, to be honest. That sucks, man. It sucks when I don't know, man. I just feel like a lot of people, like, I just screwed up. I just made a mistake. But I feel like a lot of people don't even know that they're mistakes they're making. And it puts the community in a weird space where, like, a lot of people aren't learning very much. And it gets weird. It gets really weird, not gonna lie. What is he doing there? We don't punish him, man. It's not good. If I don't, come. Mercy, what are you doing? You're pocket healing a Zenyatta. Not a fan. Not a fan. That's good, at least. It's not good because I heard Genji ult go off. At least he spent a lot of his swings. Mercy, maybe? Mercy has an ult? Big, wow, destroyed. My party isn't playing Mercy, I would say fairly good with her. Yeah, maybe I'll play a game of Mercy after this and I can kind of like run down my decision making as I play her. I just feel like I'm having a bad game because we're just like not really doing anything. It's weird. Like the Mercy's not sticking with me and it's making what I do kind of difficult. Like I'm already in survival mode and we just got out and we didn't even contest that point. That's just no good. That's sour to me. Like, we didn't contest that point at all. I just feel like the tanks aren't really doing very much of anything. And the Mercy doesn't really, I don't know. Just like I don't like why hadn't she swapped over to me at that point to start pocketing when I fell down a lot in health. And maybe my expectation is too high. I don't know. I don't know. This Mercy has a bad mentality. She's like, the Zen will die if I pocket you. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care if the Zen dies. I don't. Like, she doesn't heal me. It's crazy. I don't care if the Zen dies because he's putting himself in a bad position. I'm putting myself in a bad position on purpose because I'm turning it into kills. The only reason I'm not dead right now is because the Earth Shatter. Thank God he missed that. Oh my God, she's impossible to hit. It's crazy. Oh my God, dude, she's so impossible to hit. It's nuts. All right, what can we do here? What can we do here? Try to combat the Genji. Played on the ground level. What do you think about top 500 Mercy players? I mean, they're good at Mercy. I think anybody that makes it top 500 is good at the game. So I have nothing bad to say about top 500 Mercy players. I don't know, man. She was pocketing the Ryan, who had his shield up, as I'm peeking off to the right, taking damage. I don't know how to deal with this type of Mercy player. Specifically, I was hoping that like just the air superiority from Farah could like kind of carry this a bit, and it was, but I rely on her quite a bit, and so I'm trying to play someone that can just get a bunch of frags on their own. See if I can work that in with Farah, or with Genji, or God, McCree. Gonna leave for the night. Have fun Soloq. Yeah, take it easy, Britt. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Just trying to find some solutions to these issues we have here, because there's some special ones. Oh man, if these people take high ground, someone have to drop back. I'm gonna be forced to slow. Like where Mercy, what? I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna go third tank, to be honest. Like, we gotta raise the health pool substantially. Oh, this Mercy's so bad. Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy.
スコア3対3。サイドを交代します。間もなく突入します。
Yeah, I know the skins look pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited about those. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to play Genji. I was having a hard time with that. I don't remember why I swapped off. Just because I needed to do more damage, I guess. I wish we could get some more mobile tanks.
ラインハルト、私もかつてあなたのポスターを飾っていた。
まだ髪がふさふさだった頃のやつだな。
突入まであと30秒。
タコスが食べたいですね。
We'll see. Even now, though, there are not many great mercies if you can't play her right. You can great melee. Yeah, well, I think like even with how crazy she is and how much she reses, people just use the res in weird spots. Like, okay, so say someone dies, like say this Ryan, or I walk out and I die instantly, and she reses me. That's the biggest waste of res you can do. I'd be back in 8 seconds, and all you did was waste your 30-second cooldown. And people do that. Like they do that a lot. They like even if I died right here, right where I'm standing right now, why would you res me? You know I'll be back in a bit. Save that 30-second res for this space here. Oh, if I had a dash there, that Mercy would have been dead. Gonna be tough. Oh, no good. Maybe he won't see me. Wow, those turrets, man. That's some real stuff. Maybe they can stick with it. Who knows? Mercy's already back. That's my mouse. Stay on it. Tough. Going for the night. Yeah, for sure. Take it easy, Pineapple. Have a good one. Feels like a Mercy pick on every single team. That one DPS pick players. I don't know. Ow. I'm gonna try to play defense fair. It's not something that gets run a lot, but can have a lot of effectiveness. The problem is I don't have faith in the Mercy, and I need the Mercy. So. Oh, if we're running this much spam and like Mei as a tank, I'm actually kind of down with that. Let me reread what you said because I feel like I didn't quite follow. It feels like a Mercy pick on every single team. That when DPS pick players, that it is much less useful unless the Mercy is picked first, which is rare. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. You defined that. Okay. I just had a hard time following that. Maybe the wording just to me was a little off. No offense. I just like I couldn't wrap my brain around that. You are 100% correct though. If people are getting picks, the Mercy absolutely nullifies that. That's what the problem is. The problem is that she just says like, hey, like I know you're really good at Genji, I know you're really good at Widow, but meh, you know, like I'm just gonna press E real quick. And it's like, whoa, that's crazy. That's insane. Oh, dude, I can't. Why are we holding so far back? Like, why are we trying to hold? Okay, we're gonna give them all that space, and that's all we had? I don't understand. Why would we do that to ourselves? This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm in Diamond, and people don't really know the game very well. It's nuts. I hate that it's this way, but it's true. Do I think the buff is too much on Mercy? The current, like the what's live right now? Absolutely. It's way too much. She's OP is probably one of the most OP heroes the game's ever seen. Oh my goodness. Very nice. What? This player is so frustrating to me. Dude, I don't know. I don't understand. Unless they use ults, we're gonna die, and I'm gonna run with ult. I pray they don't all die here. Ryan, please ult. Ryan, please ult. Ryan, please ult. Ryan, please ult. Ryan. Why isn't Ryan ulted? There we go. And that's a huge waste. Wow, what a terrible ult. Kill her, please. Doing. Whew. I had to go insane. I had to go insane.
Play of the game.
I don't feel like I should have won that game, to be honest. I just don't. I don't feel like my team deserved that win. I'm so good at Pharah. I wish I didn't have to rely on Mercy heals because nobody. Okay, like the thing about Pharah, I don't even know what to say about Pharah, man. Pharah just needs Mercy. Nobody else is gonna heal her. You know what I mean? Like nobody else will heal her. A Zen can look up and put a little bit of heals on her, but because you're up in the air, those heals don't ever translate into anything of much value. I think I have 5 gold guns. Genji, Pharah, Widow Tracer, McCree. Pretty sure that's it. I don't have soldiers. I always want to get soldiers, and I just like he's one of my favorite heroes. I really love playing him, but he gets boring to me because of his style. Like I just get bored of him, so then I never want to invest in him. Widow was my first because she was my first love of Overwatch, and I miss playing her. And admittedly, I'm trash at her now. If you put me on Widow, nope, can't do it. No, I don't. Unless you're asking. Wait, are you asking me about Ana Gold Gun, or what do you mean about Ana? Like, what about Ana? You want to ask about like thoughts on Ana? Usually, good Ana will occasionally look up. Yeah, no, a good Ana will definitely heal, but the problem is it's the like lack of heal consistency. Like, I know that if a Mercy's already on me and I'm taking consistent damage while in the air, she's already going to continue to heal me. As where if an Ana looks up and heals me, she may look back down. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. There's not that same heal consistency, and that is like, it's not great. The point being is just that like Pharah Mercy's been, you know what I mean? Like they're the duo, like they're the dream. Like regardless of the state of Mercy, like even if Mercy's bad, I mean like say she's the weakest healer in the game. If you're running a Pharah, you might as well just run Mercy. Because they create value that didn't exist. And this is my problem with Pharah Mercy. And it's actually crazy because I've had, like, I hate Pharah Mercy as a concept. It's dumb. But the point of Pharah Mercy is that you take away value in an area. Like it's like one of those like weighted scales. You take away value here, but you add you take away value here, it goes higher. And then you add value here, like it gets like the value comes in a different way. So what you lose with a real serious Pharaoh Mercy is you lose a lot of spread out healing, and you lose a little, like you generate the Mercy ult a little slower. But the value you can gain if you and the Pharaoh are fragging out and just going crazy is insane. It's insane. And that's why Pharaoh Mercy is strong, just in general. You know what's funny is that I remember that I was there when you when I mained her. Widow? Man, I miss Widow days. But you know what the crazy thing though is that I don't even like playing Widow now because of the way they made her play. Oh, I just love consistent healing. God, Mercy's such a heal bot. Ooh, almost dinked him. Or I did dink him, but... Hello. Thank you. Got away with 1 HP. No! Did I save her? Yes! No! Where am I at to ult? No defensive? This is crazy. Let's get some heals, please. Nope, didn't get him. Maybe she'll res me. Maybe she'll res me. I mean, they're doing well. I'm not worth the ult, I suppose. It's discouraging. I mean, she's pocketing, so like I said, that's fine. I have to know her healing is less spread out. Oh, Winston popping ult solo. That's a thing that people are doing. Alright. Well, they're going to push back out and we're going to lose Kurt. That's disappointing. Where's our Reaper at? Can he ult? I can't believe we haven't taken this yet. This is bad. We're just letting them do it. I pushed up because I thought I was going to kill respawners. I guess she rezzed them all. And then now we've lost point because Anna slept our Winston and stayed on Kurt too long. And now we're in Stagger War, which at least I died fast. I don't know. Oh man, these guys are wrecking us. That's disappointing. To protect the Mercy or the Ana or whatever, it's the Mercy or the Ana's responsibility to protect themselves. It's the Mercy or the Ana's responsibility to position meticulously with the rest of the team, so like not too far away, but not too far forward. And it's the Mercy or the Ana's responsibility to manage what cooldowns they have to get the most out of it. It's also the healing responsibility to understand that sometimes you can't be defended. Like, and it takes people a lot to learn that. Like, sometimes you have to die, and you have to be the person that gets traded out for your team to win. So, like, okay, for example, look at me on Genji. If I'm not going for their backline, I'm not going to save you, and I'm not going to get value out of my pick. So, even though it sucks to die when you have, you know, me on your team, I'm not going to peel back. See, that was a wasted res. I'm sorry. Well, at least he got some value out of it, but that was a dumb res. So, I think a lot of people don't... Like, when Mercies go, like, oh my god, like, no one's keeping me alive. I mean, tell me honestly, what do you actually want the players on your team to do? Like, give me some solutions and I'll consider it. Mostly just because I think it's a ludicrous sentiment. Like, I think it's a ludicrous thing to say, like, no one's keeping me alive. That was the best ult. I wish she would start rezzing some. There we go. So I just haven't seen her use ult, and that's not to say she hasn't done it. I just I know I haven't seen her pop ult and res me except for just now. We're getting this moving now, son. Interesting decision. Take your time with this kill. They're so quick to. What should be done for players saying that they can't heal because they are not protected? You can't do anything. All you can do is try to educate some, but if you do that mid-match, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to tell somebody something that they reject as an ideology or as like in-game theory, and then them just magically start believing you. It just doesn't. It's just not going to work like that. Scourging. At least I died quickly. Let's play some McCree. I think that, like, the best you could do is you could change picks. It depends, because, like, so, like, naturally, I think a Winston is good at protecting healers because of the nature of the shield. Like, against Tracer, Winston's a great pick because the shield is big and it makes her doing her job a little bit harder. But I think just overall, there's just not many picks. McCree is great for peeling. Roadhog is great for peeling. Reinhardt is somewhat good for peeling. So there are picks out there that are good at protecting, even though I don't think it's really anybody's main role. Now that said, if the Genji flies in the back line and he's all by himself, and my Mercy was to call out like, hey, this Genji's on me in the back line, the entire team, it's not the whole team is choosing to save the Mercy, it's the team choosing to punish the Genji for the play. Does that make sense? So it's about the way you look at it some too. Oh, I'm dead. Had a pretty decent play there. Oh, interesting. He changed the Genji. Unfortunate. I have a hard time on this one now. Man, I feel like Fair Mercy should be destroying their comp. I mean, the McCree could be annoying, but I don't know. That was something that just happened. Alright, gotta change. That was a decent little run on. No, I pushed overtime. I should have recalled there. Oh well, we got it. We got a pretty decent attack. Just for the streamer, is this normal? Communication and positioning you're talking about could be shared with the team. Absolutely. I don't really team chat much anymore. Just kind of on principle. I don't like what people say. When people blame people, it annoys me. And that said, I blame people, but I don't ever blame, like I do if I'm not in voice chat and if I don't feel threatened automatically, I'm never going to be the first person, or I try really hard not to be the first person that cues up my mic and goes, hey, Mercy, you're really screwing up, like you're ruining this game for us. So I did this thing back in Heroes of the Storm where I muted my own team chat for like a few months or so, and I found out that I was not only was I performing better because there wasn't this level of communication that was changing my mentality in the game, but it was also causing me just to focus more. Like there was less noise, and I mean not literal noise, I mean there was just less to look at. Like I could just play the game, and I do the same in Overwatch, and it works pretty well for me. You're fixing to try out Fortnite Battle Royale? Dude, Fortnite Battle Royale is awesome. It's really fun. It's kind of frustrating. The shooting is weird. It takes a little getting used to, but it's very, very fun in my opinion. Just telling them to fall back early and not to like make sure we don't just give up position. People hold right in this spot for way too long. All this spot is like a little bit of poke and potential to hold. You don't really ever hold right here. There's nothing to really hold right here. Like so. Like already, I'm already falling back because there's literally nothing to hold right there. Oh, they jumped down. I don't agree with that. Because like, look, we already lost someone. You're not supposed to jump down. You're supposed to jump back. Don't have a stun here. And like, look, now we lose this whole position. Like I said, and that's not what we wanted. Specifically, not what we wanted. That's frustrating. Like I literally typed, hey, let's fall back early so they don't get all that for free. And look, they get that whole point for free because someone decided to jump forward instead of jumping backwards. Just fundamentally not knowing the game. A lot of players in the diamond rank don't even know how to play the game. From a strategic standpoint, physically they play the game fine. They understand how to shoot the weapons. They understand how the hero engagements go. They know a lot about the game, but they don't really know how to play it properly. It gets frustrating, and there's a lot that I still don't know, but when I just watch people make the same mistakes over and over and over again, it like really irks me. Like, we're just giving them all the space. Backing up because I know he's gonna have stuff. Everybody's dead and we can't do anything here. Well, I don't know. She's dead. She should just jump off the cliff to the right, but instead she's gonna stagger herself longer. This sucks. Yo, what up, Indy? How's it going? Then no one should get picked. I disagree. Why would you take the risk of jumping down? I think you're right. You should win the team fight, but you can't guarantee that you will. That's why you don't jump down, you jump back. It's better to jump back because it's more safe. I can't hit her like that. She's way too tiny. She's gonna res. I literally can't hit her like that. I run the risk of getting hooked here. Please kill me. We have to step forward. If we don't, we're gonna lose this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Maybe play Winston here and run triple tank. Pray Junkrat actually lands names. Battle Royales, okay. Fortnite's fun. Yeah, I enjoy it. Oh, hello. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just feels impossible to win lately. Yeah, me being back there gives them a DPS down from the start, but that's not where they were supposed to be. Now you could say like, oh well, you didn't follow your team, so that's your fault that they lost the fight. But okay, I'll put it this way: if you take 6 people and you jam them together like this, you could say that if you play right and you play properly, your team should win that. But they're saying that same thing. So instead of jamming each other into that position and seeing what happens, why wouldn't you back up and hold the downward choke where they have to go up and under, where you have a height advantage and they're being forced to run into your spam? The whole point is to hold that position, not to try to win it and then hold it. And you'll see literally no pro team, unless they got a pick prior, will jump down on them. It just doesn't make sense. It's too big of a risk. So they just don't do it. And that's where I'm saying, I even told the team, I said, hey, make sure we back out early so we don't, lose all of this position. When we backed out, we lost all of it. We lost that entire first phase because we jumped down, we got staggered. Then I was in the back. Then they pushed up, they killed me. Then my teammates came back, then they killed them. It's all about being 6. It's all about being 6 people. If you're not 6 people, you're not playing the game properly. If you don't know how to not stagger yourself, if you don't know how to run away, you're just not playing the game properly. You're playing the game wrong, you're wasting your own time, and you're making mistakes and you don't even know it 90% of the time. That's crazy. What about the mobility while Mercy? I honestly don't mind the mobility. It's a little ridiculous because of the momentum change they gave to her. And I think that's actually gone on the PTR if the undocumented change is proper. It's just the momentum, and I don't know, the distance in Guardian Angel is pretty nuts, so it's hard to say. It's her mobility is insane, which makes it even that much more frustrating, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like she should have movement enough to keep her alive-ish, and you should have proficient killing ability to try to nullify that, to get rid of her efficiency by just killing her faster. So. There's been hackers in Fortnite. Sucks. Hackers are like the easiest way to like ruin a game.
3、2、1、突入開始。目標 A を確保してください。
No one's standing right there? That's weird. What? How did he Discord me like before? I don't understand. Interesting. I didn't expect them to back up into me, which makes my positioning feel stupid, but I also didn't expect the Zarya to not get stunned by my nade either. Let's see, whoever gets the next kill is the team that wins the fight. Let's just not be lost, especially if it was Mercy too. See, now look, everybody should be running or dying on purpose. That's the other thing, people don't make good use of their time. Like, they're gonna try to run out, but they take too long. So like, look, my mistake here would be if I stagger. Oh god, and I'm about to because I'm an idiot. I thought I was out the door and I'm not. Also, arguably, I could have given that ult charge too. Actually, that's a different conversation. He should have probably charged through there. It was a decent setup, I think. I was not expecting him not to be where I am. And that totally threw me off, and he's getting pocketed so hard, man. I can't do anything because I don't have Mercy on me. If I move, I'm dead. I literally can't move. Holy, this is frustrating. I don't know what to do. Mercy ulted there. I don't really have a stream schedule because I don't know. It's just random. It's like I don't have a stream schedule yet. Whenever I think I grow the channel more and like things are more consistent, I'll probably stream on a schedule, but for now, no. It's just kind of like when the house is quiet, when I don't feel like doing something else, that I'll stream. Dude, I'm pretty useless because we're not like really doing anything. Like, I'm not blaming anybody. Just as a team, like I haven't really seen us do anything definitively. And it's like really hard. And Mercy's just strong and she just pockets everything. And Like, why am I like? Am I bad for proactively trying to take position, or are they just gonna sit there the whole game? And then I'm gonna get picked off again because I'm forced to move. Like, I got someone. I mean, who's gonna get rezzed instantly, which is stupid, but. Where? What? I don't know, man. There's nothing I can do. Quick question, because I've been confused a while. Do you have another chat open, or just answering random questions? Yeah, I'm using Restream, so I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And the chat that I'm using is just connected between the two, so I just read everything together. Man, we literally did nothing. I don't know. I just feel like I can't win. Like I don't know what it is, man. Rain Hellfire while he gets pocketed. Dude, Roadhog is so nuts. It's crazy. Oh man.
Score 0対0。サイドを交代します。
I'm actually really excited about the Mercy nerf now. She's just making the game so dreadful feeling. I don't know. It's nuts. Just pray we can cheese them out or something, I don't know. I was at 3,200, I'm about to be back down to like 3,100 after this loss. Nothing I can do, man, I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Genji, so naturally I feel like I'm gonna lose. It's just how it works usually. I don't know. I just changed it one day to Japanese for fun, and then I ended up realizing that I really liked the way it sounded, so I just never changed it back. I don't know, man. This game's really frustrating. It's so like, I just feel like I have to jump through hoops to do anything we're doing. And it's frustrating to me because, like, yeah, I don't know how to complain and even make sense anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to complain. But, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't actually know how to climb in this game anymore without just being stubborn. And back when I was like I'll put it this way. So, again, and I reference this a lot because it's my lineage. When I grinded my most and got to my season high, I mean, I put in like a lot of time. So much time. I played 121 hours that season. I think that was my most played season. Like half the time, less than half the time. You know, not even, you know, like so I put in a lot of work to climb. And I think it's often like, it often gets forgotten that you have to spend a lot of time to climb. It is a huge grind. Like, it's not just you sit down and you're good and you randomly end up in GM. You spend lots and lots of hours doing it. And I think that like kind of defeats me from wanting to do it because one, that's just hard. It's hard to sit yourself down and do that. Oh, what an interesting...
スクラップが足りん。
可能中。
道を開いた。
ボトンバリ展開する。
I don't have any idea where these people are. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Keep going, sir. Go, turret. Go. Oh my god, it's been done. Gotta work on home studio around at some point. Alrighty, man, take it easy, Jacob. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Commenting and talking and just like being interactive is super important. I really appreciate it. Like, I appreciate that so much, man. It's really awesome of you. Alright, so they have the Pharah now. It's time to reposition. Oh my god. Goodbye. I'll stick around there. Oh no. Dude, where did he go? Nah, dude, we gotta kill this guy. We can't do this. Thanks for the free stagger, my friend. Wow. Well, we got the tie, you know. Can't complain about the tie. Sick map. That's wild, huh? Oh. Ashley Jones, why? Don't do this to me. That's a really weird thing to do, person. But, you know, sick comment. I don't really care. It's weird, but, you know, it is what it is. Why? Oh, man. Why? I think maybe one more. Maybe one more.
ジャンカータウンへようこそ。まもなく敵が接近します。ヒーローを選択してください。
Man. No. No. Why? Huh. Yeah, okay. I don't know what to do about that. Junkertown. This guy doesn't pick Mercy. gonna rage. God damn it. Alright.
攻撃チーム突入まであと30秒。
敗北を心より滅
バリアから手足を出さないでください。
5、4、3、
バリア展開。
2、1。攻撃チーム接近。レイロードを止めてください。
Oh, weirdo. Sick.
バリアの後ろまで下がってください。
Oh god, I'm so dead. Well done. Careful, team. Don't want to go too far now. Temptation is fair. That should be a big thing. I actually think defending this first point's not as hard as I originally thought it was. Like, this spot's not so bad. They can get this height, but if you play Orisa, it's really not that bad. I talk about how good. Oh my god, I actually was like considering responding because I didn't see the comments from. Jesus, why do you do this? Ooh. We got destroyed. Why you do this to me? Why person?
Payload チェックポイントに到達。
What do I do?
リブートします。
Maybe Winston would be better, but solo tanking, so part of me feels like Ryan is better. I don't know. I'm trying to play super aggressive. That would have been sick. She could have kept me alive. Oh god. Look at that Tracer, man. Whoa. What was that all about? She was so excited. I wish people wouldn't die when, like, why die out there? You're kidding me, dude. Jokes. Literal comedy. I hate you. I have burning hatred for you. Cause you're making me want to laugh, but I just truly can't respond to you. I'm sorry. Not at least in the way that you want me to. Maybe, I don't even know. I'm out of there. Help me. Is there hope for us? Get back here. Get back here, you bastard Genji. I'm coming for you. You think I'm stopping here? No, I'm going all the way. Nice. Nice, Gengu. Actually, you just gotta play assassin. Assassin right. No. No! Yes! This is what I wanted. The out of position Reinhardt play. Oh no! Oh no! Where the ult set? No, you're dead, Genji. Oh no, you're not. You got a big pack that I didn't even know was there. Oh, I messed up. No, I missed. Oh my god. This is so stupid, man. Being a solo take is actually kind of troll, just because like I can't really take it seriously. Cause like if they don't get a bunch of kills, then I can't. Like there's nothing I can do at all. So you kind of just like go crazy. Like you just go like over the top, like aggro, and just like see what happens. Oh my god, it's not paying off for me. Nothing's paying off for me. Oh, terrible. Garbage. Why do people use ult solo? It's crazy. At least it works. Woo! Wrecked. What a terrible res. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, heal me! Oh my god. Res me. Pop ult res me. No. Jokes. No, no. Nice, double res, I guess. Double res on flankers, nice. As long as they get kills. Attack laser. Oh, he's gonna get dashed. Nice, not bad. Not bad. That's nice to know.
Score 0対2。再度交代します。まもなく突入します。ヒーローを選択してください。
Nice effort. Oh man, let's strike you. Don't feel like it, man. So like in this scenario, who's throwing? You know?
戦いの先に進化がある。任務が始まったら悪ふざけはなしだ。
突入まであと30秒。
私たちの世界のために。
I'm gonna May tank. Actually, I feel like I'm playing a Reaper. Doomfist, show me his power, dude. Doomfist sucks now, man. I was gonna play Doomfist, but I actually reminded myself that he's bad, and then I didn't want to. I didn't want to play him anymore.
3、2、1、突入開始。
Yeah, I can sneak out without really being noticed. You gotta be a sneaky bastard with this guy now. Woo! Oh hey. No, I was so close! I was so close! Why is he bad? They just nerfed his hitbox too much, and it's just like you risk so much trying to get a kill, and you're so easy to kill that if you don't land it, you're automatically useless. So like playing him versus playing anybody else is just like it's never worth it. Stagger, man. Why don't people stagger? It's frustrating. Like people just on principle just don't stagger. Correct. Kinda hope they get this. Dang, Widow. Dang, Widow. I wanted to camp the Mercy. No, run! What is she doing? What is she doing? Oh god, dude. This game. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I thought we would have gotten it much further than that by now. Dude, Reaper's so strong and he's easy. That's why I like Reaper a lot. I really considered he would pop ult there. What? What is that? No, dude, of everybody, man. The wrong one. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Please. No, dude. No. The enemy team is like much worse than us, though, which is kind of fun. god, dude. What? How did I die, man? How was I so low? I just got there. Dude, I've just been holding onto this ult the whole game because I'm like waiting for the right moment. Oh, I'm out of here, dude. Where's this Mercy at? You're dead, Mercy. You're dead, bro. Stop tracering. Whoop. Yo, bro. I'm out of here, man. Oh my god. Oh man. What was that game? What was that game? He just 4 DPS, 2 heals. Diamond, see, this is what I mean about Diamond, man. Like, Diamond is just not, it's just not even good. Like, there's nothing good about being Diamond. There's nothing good about being Masters, I don't think. I don't know. I wish my account was still in Masters to see how the majority of my games went. Not from, like, a quality standpoint, but, like, to see how I did in those games. Because I've been out of Masters for 2 seasons now that I don't even, like, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta stop doing this, though, right here. This is what's keeping me out of my season ranking. This crap. Too many hours split up. I need to play what I know how to play. And not even what I know how to play, just, like, what I can win on. Need to play more Genji. Need to play... I'm trying to get better at McCree in general, so I want to play more McCree just because I want to get better at him. But hey, my McCree's not bad. Play more Pharah. That wins me. Pharah wins me games, man. It's crazy. I don't even win games on Soldier. I just, like... Screw Soldier, man. I hate Soldier. But I think that's the stream for tonight. If I am going to record a video, I need to go ahead and get to work on that so I can get, you know, thumbnail and everything live. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Streamed for like almost 3 hours, so not bad. I feel pretty good about it. And I want to do this more and more. Just like my girlfriend's schedule is really hectic, and I don't like to stream when she's home, really. And she's off right now, but she decided to go out. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to be home alone, bored. And I was like, I figured I'd get a stream in. But there will be some weeks where, like, you know, some weeks it'll be like it's just down. You know, I'm down for it. As soon as I get home from the gym, I can turn on the stream and do it. Other times I'm like focusing on food and stuff because, you know, I'm watching... like my health and stuff, so it just depends. Like some nights I'm just like, you know what, I'm just want to focus on cooking my meal and, like, you know, keeping my head in the health game. So we'll see. But in any case, I had fun. I'll hopefully see you guys in the comments of tomorrow's video if I do post one, because I'm feeling a little tired, and I might just go ahead and call it and use this video or this stream as a we talked about Mercy stream, and then maybe I'll make one later. I don't know. Or maybe when some patch notes come out, I'll talk about it. Actually, you know what? Let me check Reddit before I get off of here, because if there's some patch notes, I might be inclined to make it. See, it doesn't look like there's any patch notes yet. Like, they're pushing stuff out, but... I mean, we already pretty much know what they are, but I don't know. In any case, I'm going to take off. I had fun. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow, potentially. I mean, at very least in text form somewhere. Later.